Today, we're going to discover together the 17 best tips and features of Waze. Whether you use the app once in a while or every single day, you're going to learn a bunch of well-hidden tricks that will make your life a lot easier. As you know, fuel prices keep going up. On Waze, there's a great feature that helps you find the cheapest gas stations along your route. First, start your navigation. Once the route is active, tap at the bottom of the screen. You'll see a small gas pump icon. Tap on it. You'll see several gas stations appear with different prices, and you can scroll down to see the full list. What we want is to sort them so the cheapest stations show up first. To do that, tap Sort by Distance, then choose By Price instead of By Distance. You can also select your preferred brand if you want. Alright, I tap Sort by Price, choose Diesel, go back, and that's it. Your list now shows the cheapest stations first. Imagine the cheapest one for you is the Sunflex station 6 miles away. That's a great deal to save money on fuel. No more worrying your loved ones when you're on the road. Waze lets you share your live location with someone, including your estimated arrival time. Start a new route. Once it's active, tap the bar at the bottom of the screen and you'll see a Share Trip option. Tap it and you can send it via WhatsApp, SMS, email, or copy the link. You can also tap More Options to send it directly to someone from your recent contacts or through other apps. Super useful to reassure your loved ones or guests who are waiting for you. You know how most GPS apps have a default voice that you can switch between a male or female voice? Well, here I'm going to show you how to record your own voice or the voice of your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever you want. Go to the top left menu, then Settings, then Voice and Sound, and finally Current Voice. You'll see a whole list of pre-recorded voices. You can add a new one. Tap Add a Voice, then OK. Now you'll be able to record all the GPS instructions. As you can see, there are quite a lot of them to record. For the first one, for example, tap on it. Everything's ready, let's go. Tap the blue button to record. Then you can listen to your voice by tapping play. After that, save it. It's now saved. You can also delete it if you want. Do the same for all the instructions. And if you ever want to erase everything later, you can tap Delete All Recordings. A fun tip to get a fully personalized navigation voice. No one is immune to this kind of tragedy. You can ask Waze to show you an alert to make sure you don't forget your child in the back seat once you arrive at your destination. To enable it, go to Settings in the top left menu, then Reminders, and you'll see Child Reminder. If it's disabled, tap it to activate it. You can even set a custom message. For example, tap on it and write, "Don't forget Pierre," then tap Save. Now, every time you enter a destination in Waze and arrive, you'll see the message, "Don't forget Pierre." Maybe you never forget your kids, but you forget your keys. You can use this reminder for that too. In the custom message, just write something like, "Take the garage keys." That way, at every destination, you'll get a helpful reminder. Waze lets you register your Crit-Air sticker. By doing this, the app will help you avoid driving into zones where your vehicle isn't allowed. As a reminder, you currently risk a fine between $68 and $135. To add your sticker in Waze, it's simple. Go to the main menu in the top left, then Settings, then Tolls, Passes, and Carpooling. Here, you'll see the different Crit-Air categories. For example, you can add Crit-Air 1 by tapping More. It's now added. That means your routes will now be calculated based on your Crit-Air 1 classification. I really recommend registering your sticker right now to avoid any fines. On Waze, this is super convenient. At the top right, you'll see a music icon. Tap on it, and you'll be able to add different audio apps, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Audible, and more. You can tap Settings to see the full list of streaming services you can install. I already have Spotify installed, but you could also install Amazon Music, for example. Just tap Install. It opens the Amazon Music app, and you can connect it directly to your Waze account. Once that's done, I get my music player back at the top. I can also minimize it if I want. It's way more convenient while driving. If you want to disconnect it later, go back to the main menu, then Settings, then Audio Player, and you'll be able to disconnect Spotify. This tip helps you avoid handling your phone while driving, and that means fewer distractions and fewer accidents. To turn on the speeding warning, go to the main menu in the top left corner, then Settings, then Speedometer. You'll see the speed limit threshold option. Tap on it. Here, you can choose when you want to receive an audible alert. As soon as you go over the speed limit, like it said here, at over 5 kilometers per hour, a bit more, or based on percentages. Of course, make sure Alert when speeding is enabled, and you can also choose to display the speed limit. I personally always keep it enabled by default. That way, I always know what speed I should be driving on the road I'm on. A super useful tip to protect those precious driver's license points. You can change your vehicle icon. As you can see, I currently have a yellow arrow. To change it, go to the main menu in the top left corner, then Settings, then Map Display. You'll see Vehicle icon. Tap on it. By default, it's an arrow, but there's actually an impressive selection of customization icons. For example, I'll choose SUV. I tap on it, and that's it. My icon has changed. It's a small detail, but it adds a fun touch to your everyday drives. Waze is mostly used to passively benefit from alerts posted by others, accidents, traffic jams, and so on. But you can also ask for active help when you really need it. Imagine you get a flat tire. You can ask other Wazers for help. To do that, tap the button at the bottom right and choose Roadside Assistance. From there, you can request help from other Wazers. I tap on it, and since I have a flat tire, I select Flat Tire. Once I tap Send, an alert is sent to everyone who has Waze installed on their phone. All I have to do is wait for someone to see my request and come help me. You can use this feature if you have a flat tire, run out of gas, have battery trouble, or even face a medical issue. It's absolutely possible. By the way, you know what's just as important as optimizing your routes? Protecting your personal data. Waze and all these apps collect a huge amount of information from you. If it falls into the wrong hands, it can quickly become a problem. I've created a free guide to help you protect yourself from online scams and secure your data. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Getting to your destination is good. Arriving on time is even better. And with Waze, planning a trip is really easy. Go to the main menu in the top left corner and tap Plan a Drive. A new page opens, and at the bottom, you can tap the plus icon. I choose my destination. Let's say I'm going to the Eiffel Tower. I can either start from my current location or choose another address. My starting point is my current location. Then I also select the day. I'm going to leave tomorrow. As you can see on the right side, there are the traffic conditions. Basically, depending on the time I leave, the trip will take more or less time. I choose to leave around 10 a.m. and tap Save. Now you can see that tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll be heading to the Eiffel Tower with a departure scheduled for 10 a.m. I go back, exit, and I'm back on the main menu. To easily find my trip again, I can go back to the main menu, tap Plan a Drive, and I'll see the list of all my planned trips. If I want, I can tap one to change the arrival time, share my location with a loved one, find parking, check different routes, or delete it. Once everything is saved, tomorrow the app will send me a notification when it's time to leave. A super useful tip to always arrive on time. This tip is especially useful for motorcyclists and taxis. Go to the main menu at the top left, then Settings, then Navigation, and scroll all the way down to Vehicle Type. Tap on it. By default, mine is set to Taxi. If you're a motorcyclist, I really recommend selecting the motorcycle icon. This allows Waze to suggest routes that are better suited for motorcycles with more enjoyable roads and curves. Another important point is traffic. When you're in a car, you're stuck in traffic jams, but on a motorcycle, you can lane split and get through traffic more easily. Waze takes this into account. If you're a taxi driver, this is useful too. Waze will suggest routes that include taxi-only lanes. So if you're a motorcyclist or a taxi driver, I strongly recommend changing your vehicle type. It makes a real difference. Waze can also be used offline. This is a very handy tip if you want to save mobile data if you're abroad or if you're traveling in an area with poor network coverage. To do this, it's simple. You need to add your destinations to favorites. Basically, I scroll up my page. You can see my home and work locations. If I tap New, I access all my saved places. That means every place on this page can be used without an internet connection. Now I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi. I tap on my destination and a message appears telling me there's no network. Obviously, Waze won't take real-time traffic conditions into account, but it still lets me get a route. For that, I tap Start Driving. As you can see, it clearly says offline. The only information I won't have is the estimated arrival time because it can't calculate it in real time while offline. If you're planning to spend your vacation far from any civilization, and therefore without network coverage, I really recommend saving your route in advance and adding it to your favorites. That way, you'll just have to start it like usual. Once it's saved in favorites, you can launch the trip without a connection and the app will guide you normally. The only downside is that you won't get real-time traffic jams or road hazard updates. Instead of stopping randomly at uninteresting places during long trips, you can plan your breaks in advance by choosing where to stop before you even leave, simply by adding a stop to your route. I've already started navigation to my final destination. Now, to add a stop, I tap at the bottom of the screen and scroll up a bit. You'll see Add a Stop. You can add a parking spot, a gas station, or choose a restaurant. I'm going to tap the plus instead. I'll choose coffee, then tap go. As you can see, the stop has now been added before my final destination, which is shown here. A very useful tip for easily adding stops to your routes. If, like me, you often forget where you parked your car, I've got the solution. Once you've parked, press and hold your vehicle icon. Then tap the three small dots and select Add Parking Location. That way, you'll be sure to find your car again very easily. You can also go back and share the location with others via WhatsApp, SMS, and more. A super handy tip to use every day to easily find your car. On Waze, to easily find charging stations, you first need to specify that you're driving an electric vehicle. To do that, go to the menu at the top left, then Settings, then Vehicle Details, and tap Electric Vehicle. Next, you can choose the type of connector you want to use. I personally prefer fast charging stations, so I remove Type 2, which is usually slow charging, and keep only CCS2. Then I tap Back. You can also choose the charging networks you're interested in. If I tap on it, you'll see there are several different networks available. Personally, I prefer to charge only at Tesla stations, so I select Tesla. As you can see at the top, my preferred network is now selected. I go back and close. Now I've started my route. I tap at the bottom of the screen, and you'll notice that instead of gas stations, I now see electric charging stations. I tap on them. As you can see on my route, several charging stations are suggested, and I also get a full list of available stations. My CCS2 chargers are correctly shown, just as I requested. As you can see, it's really easy to find charging stations with Waze. This is a slightly hidden feature in the Waze interface, but you can access your full trip history. To find it, tap the top left menu, then go to Settings and scroll all the way down to Privacy. There, you'll see a section called Navigation History. Tap on it, and you'll be able to see your entire history. Really useful if you're looking for a specific date. And of course, you can also delete your entire history if you want. You can save money with Waze, especially by avoiding toll roads and highways. As you can see, I'm supposed to pay a certain amount, but if I want to avoid that, I just swipe up the bottom panel, tap Settings on the left, then Navigation, and check Avoid Toll Roads and Avoid Highways. Waze will then recalculate your route while avoiding tolls. And that's it. No more tolls, but the trip will take longer. A very useful tip to save money, as long as you've got a bit of extra time on your hands. If you use Waze, you probably use a lot of other online services too. And scams are exploding now. Phishing, fake text messages, fraudulent websites. Thousands of people lose money every single day. I've created a free ebook that shows you exactly how to spot these scams and protect yourself. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. It's free and it could save you thousands of dollars. Do it now. It just takes 20 seconds. And if you prefer Google Maps, I've also made a video with 20 tips to use Google Maps in everyday life. I'm showing the video on screen right now. See you very soon in the next video.